And Rich Trapper tapping in, TNN Trap News Network. You feel me?
Rich Trapper.
The homie wanted you to whitelist this shit too.
Who?
Rich Trapper.
Rich Trapper?
He be reacting to your shit.
See ya. What's good, y'all? Rich Trapper tapping in TNN Trap News Network. We back in action with another reaction video. Back in the same, like, cook, cracking the same, man. Like, comment, subscribe for more of this good content we got going on here at TNN Trap News Network. Some news you can use, knowledge you can't get in college, big dog. Knowledgeito, you can't get nobody's collegeito. Make sure y'all get into that. If you ain't got into that, find me on all streaming platforms. Rich Trapper, something on is out. But you want to get into my newest single, Fell in Love. It's out now, man. Get into that if you ain't got into that. Make sure you get into it if you ain't got into that, man. Like, comment, subscribe, like, comment, subscribe, like, comment, subscribe. Get into that, man. Hit the subscribe button, become part of the Rich Trapper Mafia. Hit the notification bell at the top. Hit all stay tapped in for the latest and the greatest of what we got going on here at TNN Trap News Network. Make sure you stay tapped in because Sunday, man, at 19th, 3 o'clock Pacific time, 6 o'clock Eastern time, we giving away $250, big dog. Drop a comment, because the best comment will get a $50 cash app. Top commenter get a $50 cash app, and the winner of the live music review will get a $50 cash app, and we will be giving it away in the live. You got to be in the live to get your chili, big dog. If you ain't in the live, you're not getting your chili. It's not my fault. That's your fault because I made it very clear. And make sure you mind them good manners and that good instructions that you got to do so you know woo up, get your chili up. Anyway, Signature Tasty Cigar, shout out to Signature Tasty Cigar, shout out to T.I., shout out to Signature. Get into those, man. Sweet honey aromatic flavor available wherever cigars or tobacco products are sold near you. Get into that if you ain't got into that, and you want to get into live resin disposable cartridges made by Tasty. Get into those if you ain't got into those. Cannabis derived terpenes category 3 distillate. Get into those if you ain't got into those. Today we got Bobby Ye. We got OG Bobby Ye, and he has some words from Munchie B. Why does Bobby Ye have words from Munchie B? I believe it started off with Munchie B disrespecting maybe the Compton Crips. But I'm not really sure like what that has to do with Bobby Ye, because I thought that Bobby Ye was from Watts. So I'm not really 100% sure. But we finna jump into this content without no further do's or don'ts, man. Shout out to management for giving me these good timestamps, man. We finna jump into this content, man. Hold on real quick. Let me pull up my Bobby Ye notes. All right, 56 seconds where it starts. And shout out to management, man, for keeping us all the way in. What we gotta have all the way in on. We finna jump into this content without no further do's or don'ts. 3, 2, 1, let's go.
But one of my player partners hit me, right? Because I did I guess you can say it was controversial, you know, my stance and the message that I have, for me to do a video about, you know, this cat named Munchie B from Inglewood Family Gangsta Blood, a blind gang banger, you know. I guess this guy is still active, you know, even with him having a serious disability. I guess he's still an active member of the Inglewood Family Gangsta Bloods. So a lot of people felt like it was unbecoming of me to do a video about him and Reggie Wright and the allegations of, I don't want to say it because I don't want y'all to attack your player partner again, you feel me? But there was allegations that
So this is what I'll say already about my personal opinion. I don't know Bobby Ye from a crack on the sidewalk, man, a hair on a pig's A double double. I don't know him from nobody. I don't know him from Adam and Eve, nothing like that. But Bobby Ye kind of got this way about him, and he came at me sideways, and I ain't really take it too personal, but I'm bringing it up for sure. Oh, well, you need to make a video about this. You need to. Bro, the only thing I need to do is stay black and die and take care of these kids and have faith in God. That's it. I don't need to do nothing else. So he has this way about himself where he feels like he can dictate what everybody does. Blah. You ain't got no kids over here, big dog. You ain't got no kids over here. And before you go into this whole story about Munchie B and the broomstick and blah, 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 it's already debunked that that's a lie. You feel me? So if you don't like Munchie B because he put a K after 2 C's, say that. And that's a legitimate reason, because you gang banging and disrespected your homies or disrespected you and blah, blah, blah. Say that. There's nothing wrong with it. You feel me? Munchie B, you know, wrote something. Here, let me see if we got it up real quick. So, look. And then somebody has something to say afterwards. Y'all could pause it, read it. I ain't finna go too deep into it. That's that. So if that's why you don't like him, then that's why you don't like him and all that kind of stuff. But the whole, like, trying to figure out a way to kind of get into a beef with him and all that kind of stuff, like, just address your point, bro. You feel me? Since you love telling me what I need to do, maybe you need to be a little bit more direct. How about that? You feel me? Let's stop pussyfooting around you.
a broomstick was stuck into his alimentary canal, And whoever did this atrocity,
And then here go the thing too. When it comes to Reggie Wright, he said his father worked for the department and he had the paperwork on it. Why we just ain't seen the paperwork? If this really in fact happened to Munchie B and Reggie Wright, who was a disgraced cop, really has this paperwork from his father, why wouldn't we just see it, big dog? Why wouldn't we just see it? Like, it's a good story to tell. It's a funny story to tell and blah, blah, blah when it's at someone else's expense. But when it comes to the tangibility of it being true or false, nobody's been able to prove that this is a true thing. And Reggie Wright said that he had the paperwork on it, but that paperwork is yet to surface. And you would think that between Rat Run Honey, Snitch Honey, Loose Coochie Lips, Loose Cannon, and that whole Eddie Boy the Boy Toy, that whole little group of woo whoppers and all flu flammers, Wack would have paid for it, because we know that these dudes don't be having no chili like that. You feel me? And this ain't nothing against nobody working a 9-to-5 job, and I respect everybody who does. But if you working a 9-to-5 job and you got some of that information and it could benefit you financially to give it to Wack, I'm sure you do it. Why haven't you done it, Reggie Wright? Why haven't you done it, Bobby A? If this is true, show us that it's true. Or just continue to sound like you lying, because at this point you just telling a story that's already been regurgitated a million times. And if you eating and then regurgitating and eating and regurgitating, you just a regurgitator, and don't nobody want to eat vomit. So yeah, that's that. But you know, if it's true, let's see that it's true, instead of continuously talking about this maybe not story. And it's pretty much already been proven that it's a fake story.
to that man allegedly utilized peanut butter as a lubricant. It came out that that never. Well, a lot of people speculate. A lot of people's clap back and said it never happened. It was an allegation. What had really transpired was they beat him up, boom, 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 beat him up, and dragged him to the back of the dorm or dragged him to the back of the cell. Neither here nor there. But my player partner had hit me in relation to that, because when I had did that video about Munchie B, a lot of people was offended, and how could you do this, and you supposed to be better than that, you're cloud chasing, and all that, right? So
that's another thing. Now, that's what I don't agree with. I don't agree with any of y'all in the comments say, "Oh, you supposed to be better than that." You don't even know me. So anybody saying that Bobby A supposed to be better than whatever, blah blah blah, you don't even know that man. How can you tell him what he's supposed to be better than? That's not your place or purpose. If that's what that man wanted to do, that's what he wanted to do. That's that. He has all right and accessibility to do whatever he wants on his channel. Oh, I thought you would be better than that. Stop thinking. Did nobody tell you to think? Did nobody pay you to think? Let that man run the channel how you run the channel.
recent news, what my people just sent me is Munchie B has sent out a message to someone. I don't know it. I don't know all that. I read the message, but I don't know if it was a post, if it was a message that he sent out. I'm not sure. But in the message, he said FUCC blank somebody. You feel what I'm saying? And a lot of people are saying, wait, hold on, man. Like, Munchie B, do you have hatred for Compton Crips? That's why you put FUCC blank. Because a lot of Pyrus do that. A lot of Pyrus, when they spell things that ends in C blank, they put a double.
Well, I think Munchie has ties to the Pyrus in Compton. Don't let me lie and say Wood Hood, but I know he has a lot of ties over there.
C for Compton Crip blank. You feel what I'm saying? So a lot of people are speculating and they feeling like Munchie may still have some type of hidden animosity for Santana Beezy from when they had that verbal exchange. And I'm going to go into that. I wasn't going to go into that, but today I'm going to that, right? Munchie B was right for correcting Compton Beezy from Santana Block for addressing him as cuz. Per Los Angeles, politics, you have that. You have that right to say, hey, blood, don't cuz me, or you have that right to say, hey, cuz, don't rule me, don't groove me.
Hey, you know what? I actually random had a conversation with Munchie B about that specific situation that he's maintained in so many interviews and in the conversation with me. It was already described. I'm sorry. It was already dictated in the conversation that certain things wouldn't be said. So when bro started, I guess cousin Munchie B and all that kind of stuff, it was with the intention of, being aggressive or being blah blah blah. You feel me?
Or don't blood me. I'm a Crip. You have that right. Me, I never got offended by that. Depending on how you're addressing me as blood, I got a player partner from Six Dudes Brims, and this is my partner. This dude, man, when we was in juvenile halls, was a straight rider, homie, and he stood up to a lot of Crips, even though it was a lot of Crips.
I don't think there's any Crips who don't have Bloods that are friends or as their friends. I don't think there are any Bloods that don't have Crips as their friends. I think we all are actually friends with each other, and it seemed like we don't, blah, blah, blah. But as black men, we all kind of like love each other. Oh, snaps. Oh, snaps. He said that we're not tough. He said that we're loving each other. Shout out to black men for loving each other. Okay.
I was against his hood, you feel what I'm saying? So, this cat really stood up to a lot of Crips, and that's my player partner, Ken Capone from Six Dudes Brims. I'm not saying he was an ultimate, C word blanker, you feel what I'm saying? That's not what I'm saying. But what I'm saying, when he was met with the adversity of, Crips, man, this dude stood tall. And he wasn't anti-Crip and none of that. He was just a strong representative for Six Deuce Brims, and he stood on principles, you feel what I'm saying? And this was my partner. And the way he used to address me, like, oh man, you crazy Bobby Blood, like, you know what I mean? Or you come to my door, knock on the door, like, hey Bobby Blood, you got a magazine or something I can use, whatever. But when we engaged, he called me Bobby Blood. And I got a few other Damu partners that used to call me Bobby Blood. You feel what I'm saying? But it's not like Bobby was a blood, but it's kind of like a term of endearment. Like, you feel me? Like, you know what I mean? Like how they address themselves. They be like, man, watch out, blood. You feel what I'm saying? So I never really took offense to that. But one thing you're not going to do is, we are engaging like, hey, blood, what no, that ain't cool, blood. Where you from, blood? Like, hey, blood, can you, like, nah, you ain't gonna do that to me. You feel what I'm saying? My first response would be, hey, Kim folks, I'm a Crip, man, respectfully, don't blood me and I'm not gonna cuz you when it's like that. You feel what I'm saying? But as far as my Kim folks, even my partner from BPS, Tiny Dusty, TD, when he addressed me as Bobby Blood, like, man, man, can I woo Bobby Blood? Hey, Bobby Blood, you got some weed, you feel what I'm saying? So that's kind of like a term of endearment when it's coming like that, but we have that type of relationship. I'm not sure Beezy and Munchie B have that relationship to where, Beezy can be so lax in the overusage or the usage of the C word, with.
Yeah, no, that makes sense. Bobby Ye is having an amazing moment right now of making a point. I will give him that. He is having an amazing moment right now of making a point. Everything is determined by relationship. Like when females call each other the B word, oh, B, blah, blah, blah. They can call each other that because that's that's how they get back and forth with each other. You feel me? As men, we probably don't go back and forth with them like that, so it's gonna be hard to woo up with Wooty Bam and all that kind of stuff. But it's all about the relationship you have with a person when it comes to dialect, for sure.
A person who's a Damu, you feel what I'm saying? So I understand that, you feel what I'm saying? And like I just say, man, her gang politics, we don't cuz them and they don't blood us, and that's just a well-known fact. But if you have a relationship and you're cool with this individual, then it's cool, you feel what I'm saying? So it's by case situation or whatnot. But the controversy now is, Munchie B writing that message with FU blank. Me at first I was like, man, that could be a typo. Maybe Cass is blowing it out of proportion. Maybe this is just a typo. Maybe it's an accident on Munchie's behalf. And then homie had to remind me, he's blind. So even if a person was, typing and whatnot, but he's blind, how could it be a typo, doing that deliberately and everything else is spelled right? And then I said, well, maybe it's talk text. And then the homie checked me, man, ain't no talk text gonna put CC blank you. I'm trying to make excuses for this brother, you feel what I'm saying? But, in light of certain recent things that's been transpiring and going on, to some people.
I'm confused though. Why is Bobby Ye offended if he's from PJ Watts? Can somebody explain that to me? Why is Bobby Ye offended if he's from PJs? They're not 2Cs. Or are you just offended on behalf of all Crips? Because that would make sense. But, like, I don't get why Bobby Ye's so offended. He's from PJs.
They do feel like, Munchie was sneak dissing when he put FUCC blank. So the video that my Kim folks send me is by way of some cat named Keep It a Benji. I don't know if I got to add him or mention him and all that, but I'm going to play the audio. So shout out to Keep It a Benji, for this. All
right, man, we're going to get by to the next one, man. Make sure y'all like, comment, subscribe for more of this good content. Good content, man. For those of y'all who don't know, I edited because we won't be promoting any other YouTubers on this channel that we don't quit. It's we got beef in these YouTube streets now, I guess. Blah, blah, blah. I don't know. But we ain't giving no lames, no losers, no shine over here, man, without no promotional payments. Get into that, man. But we love the squad, though. We love the squad. We love y'all. We love y'all. Rich Trapper Mafia. You already know the deal, man. We finna get about to the next one. Hit that subscribe button, become part of the Rich Trapper Mafia. Hit that notification bell at the top. And also tap in for the latest and the greatest. What we got going on here at TNN Trap News Network. We finna get about to the next one, man. Make sure y'all like, comment, subscribe, man. We about to the next one. Free Avenue Angel until he's free. We go.